is the Apple Watch Series 10 and of course the Ultra 2, which looks really cool in this new black color. But the Series 10 is where a lot of changes have come. The screen has gotten bigger on the Series 10. It's also gotten slimmer in terms of this particular device, and it charges much faster. That's something that you can use, because if you want to use your Apple Watch 24/7, then you want lesser charging time and maximum on your wrist time. I think that's what they've tried doing with the Series 10, but it's good to see a whole bunch of health features. Something I haven't been able to test is sleep apnea detection. Now, Apple says that this is fairly accurate compared to what the at-home sleep apnea tests are like. So if that actually is anything like the existing features, when you're talking about ECG, irregular heart rate notifications, blood oxygen, all of these things already come on the Apple Watch. If sleep apnea detection works the same way with that level of accuracy and convenience, it's an absolute game changer. One more reason to make this an indispensable part of your health, fitness, and lifestyle routine. But that's not all. The screen refreshes at 1 Hz now, which means the always-on display will show the seconds hand on the clock as well, and it will retain all-day battery life. Now, of course, this is the smaller 42mm casing, but it's gotten bigger from last year, and its elder brother now comes in a 46mm casing. That's really creeping very close to the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in terms of size. But Apple says this is a different use case. With the Ultra 2, it's meant for the rugged outdoors. But I see a lot of similarities, and honestly, the gap between all Apple's Pro devices and the rung below them really getting narrower and narrower. You have the Depth app and the Tides app, which now comes to the Apple Watch Series 10. And now you have all the health features on both these devices. You have better battery life. And the screen has gotten so big on the Series 10 46mm that in terms of the screen ratio, it's almost as big as the Ultra 2. So I see a lot of similarities there. But honestly, if you have an Apple Watch from last year, I don't see the upgrade. So what's my verdict? Having been an Apple Watch user for many years, I think this is an indispensable part of my daily routine. The Series 10 makes sense, especially if you have an Apple Watch a couple of years older. Obviously, with the Ultra 2, we weren't really expecting an upgrade because the watch has been fantastic at what it does. I think this is a great color compared to the previous Ultra 2, but that said, it obviously means you don't need to upgrade from last year's watch. If you have an older Apple Watch, this is obviously an option that you have the Ultra 2 in this satin black color. And while there haven't been many updates in the Apple Watch lineup, it's the Series 10 which has gotten so souped up, it's creeping into Ultra territory. So if you've got a really old Apple Watch, the Series 10 is the one to consider. A whole lot of software and hardware enhancements coming to this year's Series 10.